Hi folks, today we're out here in Pretoria in a suburb called Hazelwood. Beautiful place, it's surrounded by beautiful office blocks, nice restaurants. It's within 10 kilometers from the well-known Mondli Mall. We're recording here right now on our way to Sebenza, to a factory that's owned by Ndo and Mondli Magwaza, the founders of Black African Organic. Black African Organic, a company that was started from home. We're showcasing them today because we believe so many entrepreneurs can listen to this story. They started this business from home, and today there's 50,000 followers plus online. People are buying this product like crazy. It's an authentic product that's appropriate. Let's go talk to them. Good afternoon to both of you, Mondli and Ndo.
Hello.
Hello. Off screen, we had such an exciting discussion around the background of Black African Organics. Could you kindly drive us through it?
Yes, definitely. So we are a organic ingredients based cosmetic manufacturer. We are a beauty brand that has been about 4 years. We started this based on the fact that we had to manipulate a lot of ingredients that we use, a lot of cosmetic products that we use ourselves, and we felt that specifically for us, mostly as Africans, there is no true product out there that is tailored for us. So our original payoff line was for Africans by Africans, and that was our motto when we started the brand. So we took what we had manipulated off shelves and we made products specifically that fitted what we wanted to achieve and what everybody was moaning about. And we got very well received via the online market. We were very well received. Products started solving people's problems, and we grew from that.
Yeah.
Good. So obviously you're in the beauty industry, an industry that's dominated by international brands. You're finding yourselves in a position where you need to compete with and against these brands. What are your views around competition within this industry for smaller organizations or medium-sized organizations?
The beauty industry, I think as much as every other industry, has a lot of brands that sort of like dump products that they just arrived without any understanding of our climate and our environment and ourselves with our pigmentation and melanin. So we have a lot of international brands that dump products that don't really go well with us. Hence, I'd mentioned that we end up having to manipulate things. I mean, we all grew up with our mothers buying something and then adding glycerin or olive oil to it, or even something like a petroleum jelly and mixing it up just to adapt it. So the competition in the industry, I think on top of my head, I can say 80 to 90% of everything you see in the shelves is international brands that simply just drop products. So the local players are still lagging in small corners that creates an opportunity that with pushing in the industry, there will be room to compete because it's a very internationally dominated industry.
Mondli mentions that South Africa's beauty product scene is made up of mainly international products that do not necessarily meet the requirements of the African person's skin. They have developed a product that addresses the innate requirements of the African person's skin. And therefore, the issue is not whether a brand is known, but whether a brand satisfies the immediate needs of the skin conditions of the African person. The issue is, how is he going to convince a population of brand users that have gotten so used to a product that was dumped here, as per his view?
And in relation to what Mondli was mentioning, the inherent and innate characteristics of our community,
How does your manufacturing process guarantee that we meet these demands or these innate requirements?
Okay, firstly, with most of our ingredients we import from, our base of most of our products we import from Ghana and Nigeria. So that as a base helps because it's products that that are manufactured specifically for our skin. It's raw products, raw ingredients that are made for Africans. So when we now mix each of these ingredients into a final product, it goes very well for us.
Good. So, I mean, Mondli mentioned that a number of products, which is very scary, if you like, were just dumped or are being dumped by international players here in South Africa.
Yeah.
And we, or maybe generations before us, carried on using this. And so a young man like me would be using the same product for the wrong reasons. What kind of standards do you bring into being in your manufacturing process to ensure that in my lifetime and beyond me, we will be using as South Africans quality products that comply with the conditions of our innate skins and so on?
Where innovation is concerned, we keep our ears to the ground. So if we manufacture a product, we listen to what our consumers are saying. If we sell a product and somebody says it's nice, but it's just dry, I had to mix it with this, then we comply with that. We manufacture a product that is now inclusive of that particular product you want to include. So maybe if one were to speak of our toner, for example, and say, I like it, but it makes my skin dry. So it would be better maybe if it had a moisture factor. Then we look at that. We now include a moisture factor into that product so that it meets the quality standards of what the customer requires.
Sure.
So we try to keep innovative at all times so that our product remains where our consumers want it.
I asked Ndo what makes the Black African organic beauty product organic, and the answer was as follows. Number one, they import ingredients from neighboring African countries, and these ingredients are organically harvested. Number two, they listen to what their clients say. The feedback is included in the manufacturing process. And number three, their researchers and scientists look at the innate conditions of the African person's skin. Combined together, this is a pure product that addresses the needs of a segmented market. I like to feel that, as South African citizens or clients of beauty products, we taken care of by your standards. Yeah. Mondli, over to you. You want to tell us what your future vision is for your business, and maybe have a conversation around how do you, as an organization, relate to the rest of the continent, and how do you relate to the broader South African community?
Yes. So when we started this brand, we have a very long-term vision that is crazy, to say the least. As I mentioned, how the market is standing, we at the same time the opportunities are there because with the globalization of trade and the borderless approach to business, we are very well received in the sense that we give an opportunity to take a piece of Africa with you, even if you're a tourist or you're buying from Amazon or you're buying from Takealot, etc. With that gives us an exciting opportunity. As much as we are setting our roots deep into the South African market to be a household brand, because we want to be a long-lasting household brand. But internationally, I think there's a beautiful opportunity of taking a piece of Africa to the world, because the world, if you look at the trends now, even from the Western market, the Eastern market, you see that the world is ready to consume Africa. Funny enough, that's why our rhinos are dying so much, because anything that comes from Africa is believed to be of magic, and that is true. I mean, we are magic ourselves as Africans. We are made of magic, and Africa is the mother of the world. So it's an opportunity to now start exporting something that is not just of a perceived value like diamonds, but of real healing effect, of real skincare effects, internal wellness, anti-aging, etc. Because we really have these ingredients within. I mean, we grew up with our parents who mixed plants from outside to heal us of flu, etc. So there's a lot of room for us to really take what's in our backyard and create products of value that will be received internationally. That is where I see the beauty industry, and that is where I see our opportunity in the beauty industry. We can define, as much as competition is there, but if we approach it as authentic as we are trying to be, we don't even have to compete. We create a new corner. We create a new piece of cake, if you like. And eventually everybody will conform. If you see even the very international brands, they are now trying to rebrand, putting African colors, etc. Yeah. Starting to claim what we do, starting to also venture into ingredients. I mean, you see things like shea butter now starting to make noise, even on the old brands. Yeah. Now with added shea butter all of a sudden, because they are seeing the direction that the market is going. And the beauty of today's market is that the small guys become the leaders. So that is an opportunity for us.
In my closing remarks, I just want to say that Hazelwood, definitely an area that you've got to come and see when you're in Pretoria. It's safe, it's beautiful, makes me proud to be a South African. Let's get back to Ndo and Mondli talking about the future of their product. Now they believe they can take it internationally using the same methodology, organically grown, organically manufactured. Let's see if it can work.
Maybe, Ndo, over to you. Mondli mentioned something that does two things to me, hearing what he says. One, when he speaks about business, I get very excited. When he speaks about harming the environment, yeah, and rhinos and all of that, I kind of become concerned. Mm-hmm. So if you make reference to the fact that you have an organic product, can you share with us what that means? Does it protect the environment? How does it mean any wellness to me and my family?
Okay. So we say we are organic because we are pure. We use clean ingredients like your shea butters. We use basic ingredients that Mother Nature provides for us. So we normally joke with Mondli that our motto is, if you can't eat it, you don't put it on your skin. So that's what we do. That's what organic means to us. It means clean, it means pure, it means sulfate-free, it means preservative-free. So that's where we are. We manufacture products made with organic material that Mother Nature gives to us. So in that sense, we do not harm Mother Nature. Whether you were to discard our product, it basically goes back into nature and comes out again as a tree.
Sure.
Yes, and to add to that, it also, in terms of the environment, also the nature at which the ingredients are sourced, the sustainability thereof. I mean, we shea butter from Ghana, the way it's sourced, when you look at the videos, it's actually quite a beautiful story to be part of, because these are community projects where mothers of a community who otherwise would not have an income harvest nuts. or nuts and traditionally extract oils from them, and it makes a living for them, because we subscribe to a fair trade in Africa where we only source from people that benefit from the end result of the products, which is a model that we want to also incorporate in South Africa as well, how we source our moringa, etc. We want to make sure that we engage with community projects and source ingredients from organizations that benefits the actual people that work with the ingredients. So that's where the sustainability and the environmental friendliness come in picture as well.
Thank you. Maybe in closing, are you, Ndo, working on some new product that you're researching that may surprise us as South African consumer community? Or?
Yes, we're working on a men's range.
Wow.
That is about to bring youth
yes.
to you guys.
Yeah, I'll be the first one buying it. Any parting words from you, Mondli?
In parting, I would say Black African Organics is a brand that I believe will change the scenery. I believe that as I said, we're not only we don't view people who are already doing what we're doing as competition, because when especially the smaller players, we're not gonna. I view our brand as we're creating a new market altogether.
Yeah.
We're coming in, even when we get to those shelves, we're coming in to create a new corner for ourselves. We're coming into, it's gonna, if it cuts from anyone, it's gonna cut from the big players whom we've never considered substituting. We've been naively just taking what they're giving us. But we're coming in to take a fraction from them and educating, because that's a big part of our brand, is to educate you, to make you more conscious. And the nice thing is that we're meeting halfway, because people are becoming woke, people are becoming curious, what they put on their skin, what they eat, etc. So we are bringing about something that already comes with a big educational factor, a big consciousness and awareness factor. So as a result, we're going to define a new market altogether. We're not only going to compete, we're going to define a new market altogether.
Wow, I like that. On that note, thank you very much to both of you. It was a very exciting and good interview. Thank you.
Thank you.